I guess you've got a similar kind of thing. Okay, so with Troy, I always find it really interesting that he is, first and foremost, probably you consider him like an artist, right?
Yeah.
But then he's got this crazy focus on safety, which aren't two things that they're on the different side of the spectrum to me.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I think the thing with somebody like Troy is that he's the classic entrepreneur enthusiast, right? So he thinks ahead and thinks like, well, what do I want to use and where, and that drives it. So he's I mean, a good example, like even when we'd go up to like Whistler and stuff, and he'd take his young kids, and he was kind of using like little comms so he could talk to his kids and stuff, and like we'd use it, and that actually is hilarious. It's not something that's kind of got into the mainstream, but like if you're blasting down a trail with a couple of people, right, say like whatever it is, and actually you can hear what other people are saying.
As a bear.
Yeah. Or like you crash, you know what I mean? Like it's things like that just add another layer, and that's that kind of inventiveness. But yeah, to your point, I remember again going back to D3, like it was a big part of what he wanted to do was create sort of a stronger helmet.
So the D2 was out by that point, wasn't it?
D2 had been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I resisted D3. I remember being like, dude, the D2, it's an iconic
Sickest,
shape.
Yeah.
And now you look at it. Like I remember getting the D3 and being like, I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
And then you go like 6 months on, you're like, look at the D2.
Yeah. Well, I remember actually Palmer didn't like it, the D3 to start with.
Yeah.
He just because it was a small D2 is tighter, smaller. So yeah, he was because we did the Palmer edition on the D3, which looked mint.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he still wanted to run his D2, I think. Obviously, because he ran it for snowboarding and stuff as well, I think.
Yes.
Which is,
Yeah. The do it all helmet.
Character.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a D2 down. So we've got one here. It's pretty cool. Isn't it? I love a D2.
Yeah, I've got a few in my bike shed.
Funny.
Yeah,
I've
got a plain carbon one actually. That's my daughter's full
Really?
face. Yeah.
I've got an Edge actually.
Have
I've
you?
got an Edge at my house. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Which is very cool looking. Yeah.
Sick.
Bring that as a prop.
Yeah.
So how did that process? And Ollie touched on something really interesting there. So you've developed like the range. Does Troy then come in? And it's like a Troy Lee advert. It's so interesting though. Come in and add like the Troy Lee sprinkle.
Depends what it was. Yeah,
Okay.
totally depends what it like. It's one of his favourite phrases was like you'd hear it a lot in the office when he's coming around to design.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, I love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So
And
they
on
can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.